Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Friday, May the 12th. If the audio from my end is shocking, it's because it is. I'm living in LAX. I'm boarding in like 2 hours and 30 minutes to go to my flight to Melbourne. So I thought we'd have a little check-in, but first of all, Liz has something to say.
Phillips Real Estate wants to say congratulations to all of the VT graduates this weekend and hope you enjoy becoming fellow alumni. Blacksburg will always be home for you. Graduation is also a time when parents who have bought places for their students to live while in school will start thinking of selling those houses, condos, and townhouses. If you want a VT alum to help you with that process, give Dave a call at 540-346-4552. And it's never too early to think about buying a place here, and Dave can help with that as well. Just call Phillips Real Estate at 540-345-4552. Oh, wait, was that a typo? Wait, 346. 540-346-4552 and go Hokies.
Great. There's an announcement right now. But as we said, I am in LA. Liz is where? Greensboro?
I am in Greensboro at home. Got home just now. It's literally we're recording at 10 p.m. So if we seem out of sorts, it's I cannot stay up late, and it is because of that. If you are watching the video, like my eyes are literally red right now. I'm struggling, but we have to get this in. Um,
I woke up at like 4 a.m. because I had to leave to drive to Charlotte, and then my flight's been from Charlotte to Chicago, Chicago to LA, and like I've had 4 hours between. I have like a 3 hour layover right now, and it's like so. I don't know. I'm just delusional, and I've had literally all I've had today, right? TMI, two Pedialytes, and a beer.
to drink or to eat?
To drink.
Okay. Yeah, I want to hear your food, your intake today.
So for breakfast, it was like I would have had to. I had to get to the airport 3 hours early, which was ridiculous because I did not need to get like I need to, but I don't because I was literally waiting. But I had Panero and I had what is it, the Chipotle chicken sandwich, and then I had a iced latte. And then we landed in Chicago, and I literally had 3 hours to spare, so I like, just paced around the terminal, and I ended up just having McDonald's. And then I got here, and then, huh?
Your McDonald's order, please reveal.
Oh, I had a quarter pounder and nuggets and fries because I was absolutely famine. And then I got here, and I had like a grilled turkey arrow wrap. Um, and I was watching the NBA finals, and I was like, oh shoot, we got to film. So I had to finish all of that quick smart. But now just chill until I board, and that's in another friggin' what I say, probably about 2 hours and 45 more minutes, which is ridiculous. But and then I'm on that flight,
Just
and
I'll
then
take
I'm on that,
go
and then
ahead.
I'm on that,
Yourself.
then I'm on that flight for 16 hours. So
I feel so bad for you. Are you doing okay? You can nod. No, actually, we're a podcast. Just say yes or no.
I'm doing okay. I'm tired. I'm glad that I'm tired because then I get to like sleep on the plane. But like literally, I thought airports were supposed to be like when the people were gone. I thought it was supposed to be peaceful, not playing Dolly Parton 24/7. I've literally heard throwback country tunes all throughout every terminal. It's sickening.
Okay, well, I just wanted to bring up the fact that last time you were in LAX, I'm pretty sure it was LAX, when you were flying over last year. What, I can't bring this up?
You can bring it up, but I wasn't in LA.
Oh,
If it's what I'm thinking about.
wait, where were you?
So I landed in Sydney.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, whatever.
Um.
Tell that story.
Anyways, so first of all, there's more to that. So usually I'm actually interested to see like what kind of athletes are on my flight because no one really takes a flight from LA to Melbourne if you're not like in college or something like that. Like it's like winter time, like unless you're like you know what I'm saying, like it's just not packed with like tourists. Like last year I was on it, there was a bunch of college students, and you can always tell because they always want to wear their gear. Me, I keep it plain. I keep it plain. I'm not trying to flex anything because if you recognize me for my beauty, not for what I'm wearing. Um,
That'll
but
definitely
last
be on
year,
Instagram.
last year, Mila Goodchild, if you guys followed us last year, we played Duke. Her whole family was on the same flight as me last year. But then we landed in Sydney, and there's an Australian singer called G Flip, and Chris, what's her name?
Chriselle. You guys watch
Chriselle.
Selling Sunset. I know you guys watch Selling Sunset. Chriselle, all the drama, all the tea when she had that divorce.
So I landed in Sydney, and I saw the both of them. I was like, what? So I know the singer more than I know Chriselle because I don't watch Selling Sunset. So I had no idea who she was. I handed Cassell my phone. I was like, hey, can you take a picture of me and this one right here? But then I ended up getting a picture with both because obviously it clicked. But it was like the most embarrassing part of my life. Like,
Embarrassing.
it was embarrassing because like you just got off a long haul flight. Like you probably don't want to be disturbed.
Oh, well, I just had a memory come back of the first time when I started watching Selling Sunset was when you had COVID because you were staying in Raven's room. And then I was like, I just remember being stuck in my room, like isolating, whatever. I didn't have COVID, but I would literally like lay on the floor and like stretch and watch Selling Sunset. That's like the most COVID memory ever. That's like a core memory now. So I associate it with that. And that's why you never watched, I don't think, because we were separate at the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, okay, so that's enough about your past trip. Also, last time, or since we last talked, I had graduation, so it's official now. I took pictures and everything, threw my cap, all the good stuff, um, and graduated with my degree in HNFE. If you're from Virginia Tech, then you know what HNFE is. If not, you have no idea, but that's okay. It's Human Nutrition, Food, Exercise, Science. Go ahead, Georgia.
The funniest thing about the graduation, because I went and I was with Raven. First of all, she was part of my French pissing me off because she was like she was so bored that she just needed someone to mess with, and it was apparently me. You can finish that sentence while this announcement gets done.
I have no idea what I was saying, but yeah, Georgia, Raven, Zach, my parents were there, and the whole time I was just anxious that they were all super bored because Raven was indeed blowing up my phone. And then Georgia was telling me that Raven was, part of my French, pissing her off. And then Raven was telling me that Georgia was mad at her and that I needed, or she needed help, and I was keeping out of it because they bicker. Those girls bicker, and I just can't get involved. I can't pick
It got
sides.
it got to the point where she was like texting Elizabeth, and she was like, "No, like I have anxiety." I played it too far. I went way too far with it, but oh, it tickled the itch.
Yeah, because the whole like she came home with us after and stayed in the apartment with us, and she was just talking about how Georgia, she would do anything to get Georgia to forgive her. She said that she would be Georgia's slave for a year. We should have saved this for that, so Raven, but this is just whatever. Um, she wanted to be her slave, and she said that she would do anything and everything, and so we just had her basically take the dogs out and then called it good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because then, no, because I was like, hey, why don't you pay for my dinner tonight? She was like, oh, that's just not fair. And I was like, what's not fair about that? You told me you would do anything and you don't want to pay for my dinner, which in fact, it was going to be cookout. Like, that's going to be like $8.
Yeah, but we should say why she wanted to do anything. It wasn't just to have George's forgiveness. It was because she wanted Georgia
Oh.
to go to Kmart to buy stuff for her in Australia.
Yeah, so either way, it would have been transactional because she would have either owed me money or whatever, and she was just going to get away with. Is she in the room with you?
No, but her room is next to mine, and I can just feel her
She's definitely
eavesdropping.
eavesdropping.
Feel
Yeah.
it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Raven.
just kidding.
Um, Oh, what I was trying to say before about the graduation was that when Kayla and Liz, as they are conjoined by the hip, they were about to walk up on stage one after the other, and like the lady, so like they roll their names, it's quick, and then it just stops before Kayla goes, and she goes to take a step, and like her name's got getting called out, so she like retreats, and she's like acting awkward, and then they're like, and our final four, girl. It was like so funny because I knew that it put you guys on the spot, and you probably hated it, but it was like really cute seeing everyone like clap.
Yeah,
And it's
no, it
also
was.
really, was no offense, that major, like all the majors there, like what the heck? What are y'all doing with your lives? Studying all the time? Because that was like smart people stuff. Like,
It's College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, so it's like a lot of like I don't know things that I don't know
pardon
about.
me, someone explain to me what the College of Agriculture and Applied Finance is, because I'm not sure what that is. Are you calculating how many cows you have on your farm?
Were you listening that hard? Because I don't even remember that. I'm surprised you caught that.
Because they had signs up everywhere, and I remember distinctively being like, what is so financial about agriculture?
I'm sure a
Like
ton.
just go to business school. Like why does it have to be like so specific? You know what I'm saying? Like what if you don't want to live on, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
I don't know. Majors
I'm
get
sorry if that's, I'm a sociology major, so I'm sorry if that seems rude, not rude, but like what's the naive, whatever.
that's that's really insensitive coming from a sociology major. Majors get so specific though. I don't know half the ones that they were saying in my own college. I was like, what? But cool to them. I'm sure, as I said, nobody knows what our major is, me and Kayla, so it's okay. I had something else to say. Oh, yeah, it was really cool that because that was actually a professor that we had that was reading out the names, and when she stopped, we were like, we know that she knows Kale's name because Kale was up next, so we were really confused. But when everyone clapped for us because she kind of made them, it was just really sweet, and we were kind of wondering if anyone would. This sounds so conceited, but if anyone would I made Kayla go first. If anyone would recognize the names or anything and clap. Because I felt so bad when some people would go and nobody would clap.
Oh, don't worry, your brother was doing it for them,
He was?
specifically for them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that
I was
makes
just gonna
me.
say, oh yeah, yeah. I thought because I watched you all walk up to go online, and I swear someone yelled at you guys and took a picture of you guys, but I could be tripping.
Yeah, I thought it was somebody that I knew. I thought it was I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was one of my classmates or something, but it just wasn't. I have no idea who it was. But they were screaming my name, yes. But that was cute. I turned,
Yeah,
smiled.
you turned around and you gave them you singled your hands to them. I was like, all right, either that's an awkward or it's she genuinely knows them.
No, but it was cute anyways. So yeah, graduation was fun, and then we had a little not party. We had snacks afterwards at the apartment, which was sweet. And a cake. Kayla's mom got us a custom cake. It was so sweet. But yeah, now I'm home for the summer, whatever. Going to Australia in less than 2 weeks. In 2 weeks we will be there. So back doing the podcast together if we do. But until now, I guess I'll talk about what happened today when we were trying to pack up our stuff and leave. So we know that Winnie is a very slender, slim, gorgeous girl, skinny as can be. And when we were trying to sneak out the door, her little booty snuck out as well. And so she ran out of the apartment without a leash, and she's really fast. And she ran down the stairs and into the back area of the apartment, which is terrifying. And I was so scared to tell Georgia. My first thought was, wow, she's going to kill me. So then me, my mom, and Raven sprint down the stairs, try and scream at her. I had her food, her huge thing of food. I was shaking it. I was I'm sure she was terrified of us though, because we're Winnie! I wouldn't come to me either. What?
My thing is you're always oh, Georgia's gonna kill me. But if the only time I would be mad is if Winnie genuinely died.
Yeah, I know, and I was scared of that. She got out. We
God.
literally, there's a big road. Oh, here she is, Queen. She's so cute. I love her. Okay, I'll just show her if you're on video. She's on my bed now. Yeah, she misses
That makes
me.
me cry. I walked out. I walked out of the door this morning with my suitcases, and she clearly knows what it means. But it was dark, and she has this white patch on her nose. And so as I'm closing the door, her head's following the door, and that white patch was just oh my god, it was the most sad image I've had in my mind in a while. Because she never died. First of all, she woke up when I woke up, and then when I was getting ready, she was on the couch waiting for me to leave, and then she followed me to the door and just up until the last little slit in the door, she had her eyes locked on me. It was so sad.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't let her get out, because we did. But at least she ran into the back, because I was terrified that if she went the other way and went to the front, she was gonna get run over. I'm sorry. It was terrifying. But she went to the back, and then she of course she runs to people because all she wants to do is socialize. And she gets so excited, and turns out they were vet students, so they helped us get her. And that was very sweet of them. So shout out to you guys. You definitely have no idea who we are, but you saved Winnie's life, and you saved my life, because Georgia literally would have killed me. So thank you. That's all I have for the recap.
I would have been incredibly sad, but life happens. So.
Dude, it was it probably lasted 2 minutes, but I was planning out what I was gonna how I was gonna tell you. I was so scared. I was terrified. That's your literal.
What was the last thing that happened with her? And you I didn't want to. Oh, never mind.
You can't even say it.
When the.
Oh. Yeah, she doesn't get along with everyone, but that's okay. She's cute.
Just one dog.
Okay, we'll keep it at that.
Yeah.
Let's get into our first segment, which is Roommate Report Card, and that is brought to you by 310 Rosemont. If you're looking for some awesome apparel at 15% off, go to 310 Rosemont, located on Main Street. We did a whole graduation thing with them, which was so fun. Went and visited them in our last vlog, which was so cute. And we love them, so go head over there and mention us and get money off. So yeah, Roommate Report Card. Georgia, do you have anything for me?
Yeah, I was told to give you an A because you cleaned up the whole apartment when I left. But that's on you because you chose to do it before I left. I Swifted the apartment. I put that EasyJet stuff on it, and I like that was like 3 days ago.
Yes. Do you know how dirty our floors get?
It's just when Raven comes over.
I'm
kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna say it's the dogs and the fact that we wear shoes around, which is, you know.
I was also dragging around like 3 bags that had like literally touched nothing but pure airport. So like that probably was a lot of dirt and gross stuff too.
Yeah. I was gonna give you a C because apparently we coordinated this, but because you did conveniently leave like literally the same day I did, but somehow managed to get out of all the responsibilities of doing the dishes.
Somehow I left at 4 a.m.
Yeah, but we could have done it on Thursday. I swept.
And who was busy on Thursday?
You were there.
I was there, but if you're gonna do it together.
We didn't have to. We obviously didn't do it together. You didn't value doing it together because I did it by myself alone.
Okay. Sorry, you have an obsessive disorder and I don't.
Disorder? That is so bold. I really don't think that you should be diagnosing me. It's called.
You just have a.
No, the place was disgusting, and I know that when we come back in June, we're not going to want to walk into that filth.
I actually thought about that when I left my room, and I was like, wow, like my pillow, the way it's like situated and stuff like that, like that's going to be untouched for the next 6 weeks.
I know. Well, I went into your room a few times to put your stuff in there for you, as you asked me to, and now you're still giving me crap.
It was just one hoodie, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, but you left a shirt somewhere else, and your glasses were on the floor in my room, so good thing Winnie didn't find those.
Were they the clear ones?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I lost them.
Well, you're welcome. So you should really give me an A+. Thank you.
Winnie definitely. Okay, I told you I gave you an
A. You said you were told to give me an A. You didn't give it to me.
I'm giving you an A. Do you guys see, like, the podcast is much better when we're together because then it's less tension. Like, when we're apart, I feel like I can say whatever I want because I'm like, get me. Dodging it.
Yeah, no, I feel like you're always like that. You think you're nicer in person?
No, I think I'm just nicer to you off camera.
I can't think of a time when you're ever... Okay, anyways.
When I'm ever nice?
I feel like that's the way that you show your closeness with someone is just by giving them crap.
When I know that they can take it.
Yes, I appreciate that. That's a compliment.
I don't think you've ever cried about anything I've said to you. I know a few people have. Or like got like seriously butthurt. I don't think you've ever
joking?
Like, butthurt. Not like joking, but like when I've said some just like stuff to like test the waters and test the vibe. Because I feel like I've made Kayla cry before.
Probably. And I know that you know.
Or like feel really, like, not cry, but like be like, damn, like, was she actually joking? Or like, because that was a bit too close to home.
No. And I know that you know what you could say to make me cry, probably. So it means a lot that you have. Don't you think?
I mean, if I was trying to be a serious bitch, yeah, but exactly. I don't have those feelings. I don't have those feelings toward, like, I don't ever, like, I don't know. There's some people that I'm like, I would just say whatever. Like, one of our old teammates, she transferred. I said some stuff to her and that made her cry a few times.
Okay,
on the floor.
Stop! You sound like a bully.
I know. I just, like, it's literally Australian culture. It's just the culture, just, like, taking the piss out of people. And it wasn't anything seriously mean. It was the truth, was it not? You heard what I said. It was the truth.
Okay, let's just move on to the next segment. Which is That's So Raven. We just have something quick because one person asked for this and we thought, what the heck, we have no other ideas. Somebody asked for Raven's workout routine because we mentioned that she pledged to work out 3 times a week, which I think she's been doing iffy at, but she's been busy. She's been a busy girl. So today she did 45 minutes on the bike and she walked on the treadmill for 15 minutes. So, this is funny, but apparently, we're not going to say the same thing, but I'll go first. Apparently she did 45 minutes on the bike and then my parents weren't ready to leave the gym yet. So my dad told her to go walk around and then she said that she was going to go walk around in the locker room. So they let her go back there and then my mom goes back a little bit later and finds her sitting on the bench with her feet up on her phone and then made her get on the treadmill. So that's so Raven.
She's very finesse. Because my next point was that she texted us and she was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do 45 minutes on the bike and then 15 minutes on the treadmill. Actually, maybe 20 minutes because I want McDonald's for dinner. I said healthy queen.
And in fact, she didn't get McDonald's. She had mezza, so she was a healthy queen. Except then
She got to rest.
she got home tonight and had just a plate of waffle fries. So that was her McDonald's substitute. But that's all for That's a Raven. And then we have Song of the Week, which is brought to you by Hookie House. Head down to Hookie House, listen to some great music, have some great food. Jukebox on the second floor. So listen to Georgia's Song of the Week or my Song of the Week and have a great time. Georgia?
My Song of the Week. No, we're throwing it back. I have to find out the artist. It's like a 80s song. It's called Teardrops. And, you know, I want to sing it, but I can't.
Can you please? I never know what you're talking about.
Womack and Womack, I think. It's like, teardrops on it, reminds me, baby, of you.
Do I know this?
Probably not, because I think I've definitely heard it on like Guitar Hero or something like that. But I have a playlist full of like old songs that we played in the where is this? It's called Give Me the Mic.
If there was a song on Guitar Hero, then I know it.
I don't think it was on. I don't know how I know it, but I know it from when I was a kid. So either my parents just played it or something like that.
Oh, well, I can tell you that the entire Band Hero and Guitar Hero soundtracks are ingrained in my brain forever. Because that was my jam.
Me and my cousin Keely at the beach house used to like crank that out, like to the point where we would like play each other, but we'd get the exact same score. So we'd have to keep playing the song over and over and over again until one of us won. So like Jeanette Jackson and stuff like that is just like stuck in my, like Black Cat, that song always stuck in my head.
Jeanette Jackson?
Janet?
Is that an Australian thing? Do y'all say Jeanette?
What is it?
Janet? I'm pretty sure. No, I'm
Janet.
confused.
Yeah, it's definitely American then because you're like, Janet.
I wasn't trying to correct you. I was wondering if it was a cultural difference.
It's called The Vows.
The Vows?
Apparently we chew on our vows. A-E-I-O-U.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, okay. Good song of the week. I don't really have a song of the week, but I think if you're in Taylor Swift world, then you know Maddie Healy was at her concert. And regardless of how you feel about him, I don't know, that's pretty controversial, but it kicked me off on listening to 1975 again. So I don't know. Kind of slaps. Do you have an opinion, Georgia?
No, I think it slaps too. I've always loved the 1975. I've just like never really gotten into like the theatrics. I was never like a die-hard like let me buy a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. Like I like some of their songs. Like I like their happy songs, not really their sad songs. Except for Somebody Else or like Robbers or something like that. I like the old 1975.
Yeah.
So Ina.
No, I love the sad ones. Oh, now I'm blanking, but If You're Too Shy, Let Me Know. I love that one. Tonight I Wish I Was Your Boy. I love that one. Yeah, there's just two. Okay, so now we're at the part in the podcast. We were only going to make this like 20, 25 minutes or whatever because of the terrible quality and audio that we have going on. What, Georgia?
Also, we were going to make it short, but then I realized like we literally haven't spoken all day, and I think that's been the longest time in a while when we haven't communicated. So it was like, I feel like I
meant to point, but I was picking on my nails, so I ended up flicking. That was not
I genuinely was trying to throw you in on stuff because I feel like too, like for some reason, can someone please help me? Someone who works for Apple, my phone will never connect to Charlotte's Wi-Fi ever. So for those 3 hours, I was sitting in bloody silence. I had to upgrade my T-Mobile plan to just get some data.
Data. I love
Data.
That. No, don't change. So yeah, anyways, we did catch up for a little bit, but now we want to discuss Georgia. Georgia, you talk about it because it's your thing.
So everyone always loves to hear about like stuff that I find weird about America and stuff like that. But I have like a list of things like the reverse way, like things that I've like come accustomed to that people in Australia would simply just spiral about. So I have a list of a few things. So the first one is like getting buckets of sauce or just like huge things of sauce with like no extra charge or fee. Because like when you come to Australia, I'll take you to Grilled and stuff like that. 50 cents for a little cup. And I guarantee you, the way you use sauce, it'll take up 3 chips before you're done and need some other ones.
Oh, I love sauce, and I know how that's gonna feel because even I think it's Burger King here, like, if you get more than, like, 1 sauce packet, like, they upcharge you, like, however many cents, and I think it's, like, the peskiest thing ever, like, it's so annoying to me. So for that to be normal, like, that would grind my gears.
It's so annoying. Nando's is the only place that I think doesn't really, because they have like jars of. It's not like sauce. It's just like hot, like spice that you can just shake. And usually, like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Ketchup. You know how you guys have like tear packets?
Mhm.
We have these ones that you squeeze, and they're like two plastic things like joined together, and there's like a crease in the middle. So when you squeeze it, it pushes against it, and it squirts out. I cannot wait to show you those. They're the coolest thing ever.
Okay. Do you have the ones that have, like, the peel or squeeze ones? The
No,
chip
not
no?
no.
I
This
know it's
is
not the same
completely different.
yeah, I know it's not the same thing, but so all your ketchup is like that? You don't have any terrible packets that can only fit 2 fries?
Oh, I'm sure we do, but the ones that I'm excited about is the
Yeah.
squeeze ones.
Okay, that was a good one. What's next?
My next one is light beer. Beer seltzers and all of that stuff. Like, I feel like if you're Australian at home, people just drink like, because at the footy, I think that I may be wrong. This may be outdated, but I think they're only allowed to sell mid-strength beers, which is probably like the closest equivalent to like a light beer over here. But like people have taken beer and tried to make them to like bubbly seltzers or like 30 calories per can. Like it's just crazy. Like there's so many light beers.
Yeah, that goes with the irony of America where, like, we have the most, like, health problems and terrible food and everything, but still everyone's obsessed with trying to seem healthy or be healthy. And so we take things that probably just shouldn't be and then manipulate them until they're not what they are anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure those beers taste like not beer.
They don't really taste like beer, first of all. But then second of all, like people might be like, oh, I might have three full beers, but then they might be like, all right, I can get away with having like 6 to 8 light straight like beer seltzers tonight. Like it's like essentially like you know what I'm saying? Like alcohol
Oh,
is alcohol.
oh, we're big on substitutions. It's like, okay, if I have this like half or if I get a salad or whatever, then I get to have ice cream for dinner. But then like you might as well just have the burger, you know? But guilty.
Exactly.
Guilty.
No, it's very much something I've picked up too, living over here for sure. Like I'm like, oh, maybe I'll finish my dinner early, so then I can just smash that cookie I got 4 days ago from Chick-fil-A and I'm yet to touch. That would have never happened at home.
Yeah. Okay. That was a good one too. Next.
The third one, and this is a shock. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Tanning beds at gyms like Planet Fitness. Tanning beds, period, because they're banned at home. But I walk into Planet Fitness and they have a whole tanning bed section. Go and pump some weights, get your pump, and then go and get cancer. Health.
No,
Like
that's
that is
actually
that's the most like juxtaposition. Like, go and do some cardio and some weights and be healthy, and then literally go and get skin cancer. Like there's like no chance that you're not gonna increase your chances.
it's really appealing to that college girl that is trying to impress someone and like they really just want to get skinny and tan real fast.
Yeah, it's the college girl that goes and does the
12 3:30
30, 12 through 30, whatever, and then pop off
today.
to the tanning bed and then hop in the hydro massage chair.
Do not talk down to the hydro massage.
I'm talking bad about the cancer chairs.
Yeah, that's fine. That's valid.
And then this is actually a long list now. This might go to 40 minutes. Like diner coffee. Just like having diner coffee. Like if it's not espresso, like don't bother. Like if it's not like an espresso based drink, like you have to pay. Like they're not just gonna come around with a swig of weak ass coffee.
Well, you have to pay for the coffee.
But you get like refills, right? Free refills.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Well, okay.
Unless it's water, it's not free.
So like breakfast places won't serve like just black coffee, unlimited black coffee?
No.
Wow. Wow, my mom would be really sad.
And like this coffee too literally tastes like you get into the end of the coffee ground jar and you're like really trying to squeeze out the last little bit of coffee taste, and it just tastes like you're drinking hot water and then the coffee's in the other room screaming.
Are you adding First Watch because this is the experience we had yesterday?
No, I didn't add First Watch, but that's literally what popped in my mind. But I've had this on this list for a while, but that was just like reinforcing my statement.
Yeah. Well, we were
I'm skipping some, but this one's just wild to me. When they're like, take this pill. may cause cancer, may cause hair loss, may cause diabetes, may cause kidney stones, may cause sudden death and heart attack, may cause kidney failure, may cause type 2 diabetes in the left eye. Like, we don't have all of that.
Diabetes in the left eye. That is hilarious.
It's like, take Prozac, may cause serious suicidal thoughts.
No,
like, no one wants to take the painkiller anymore, babe.
I know. We have some sort of laws that make, like, every drug read off, like, every single possible side effect, and all of them include death. Every single medicine.
Well, which is, like, I get it. I genuinely do get it. But it's just, like, just on an ad, like, you can't just, like, display it on the bottle. You can't just, like, because the ad takes up 10 minutes of my day. It should have just taken up 4. Because I should have just been watching those old people run on the beach and the kid play with the dog for about 2 minutes. But the ad's now gone for 6 minutes because you want to add in all the possible outcomes of taking the drug.
You gotta keep people realistic, okay? I don't know. I'm interested to watch Australian commercials, that's for sure.
Okay, my last one. Oh my gosh, the most iconic Australian ad that just stuck in my head when I was a kid. It was like a Toyota ad or something like that, or like something for like a car. And this kid and his dad is in the car. He's like, Dad, why did they build the Great Wall of China? And he said, to keep the rabbits out. And ever since then, that's like genuinely why I thought they built the Great Wall of China. Like, it had people fooled. Anyways, that's not shown anymore. That's just when I was a kid. My last point is the way Americans eat sweet potatoes. Oh my god. Wouldn't be found dead doing any of that caramel, cream brulee, marshmallow fluff.
It's
set it on fire.
Yeah, it's the marshmallows. And it's crazy because before you had come here, like, I had only known sweet potatoes as, like, sweet potato casserole with marshmallows and all that stuff, or, like, sweet potato fries with cinnamon sugar. And then she comes here wanting to put, like, salt and, like, I don't know, a bunch of spices on it, and I was like, "What?" Like, I thought it was a sweet potato for a reason. But no, turns out it's good with, like, it's good savory, like, as an actual vegetable. Or
Yeah,
I don't know,
and
vegetable, but whatever.
that's my condensed version of this because I see more people walking and I feel like a plane just landed. So it's gonna get loud.
I can tell because you're lowering your voice and I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry.
So I guess it's time to stop then. Okay. Well, thanks for listening if you made it this far on our quickly thrown together catch-up session pretty much.
This is completely unfiltered because, like, once again, I have not spoken to Liz all day, so I feel like this was just genuinely me being like, this is how hard it is for me to bloody come to college.
Yeah, you're going through a lot right now. I appreciate you catching up with me. Thanks. On your own podcast. But that's it for us for now. Maybe until we're together next time. I don't know. Maybe we'll do another one while you're away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for now, that's all. I'm Liz.
I'm Georgia.
And we're
Queens of Cassell.